Good morning, everyone. I'm Mary Lou. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I hope you'll take a second to subscribe and ring the bell and join us. I'm wanting to do something new today. Yesterday in my video, I talked about COVID zombies and how because of COVID and the lockdown and the worry and so many things that I became a COVID zombie, where I became sort of fearful. I spend too much time on screens. I just am not quite myself. And I've learned some things and been doing some things that are helping me get back to myself. And I wanted to use the bullet journal and share those things with you. And so I'm starting this series of videos, and I'm still going to do my crafting and my organization and the beekeeping and all of the other things, but I really have felt compelled to add on some of those things that I have really been working on that have helped me get back to myself. And so we're going to use the bullet journals to do it, and these are just daily mental health challenges. And I don't even know what they're all going to be, but I've started with a few that I think are making a difference. So you can, I recommend also, if you are suffering from high anxiety or depression or any of those things, be sure to go see your doctor and get the help that you need. But besides taking medication for those things, that actually is not enough. We actually need to work on our thinking and our minds and our outlook and kind of do that work on ourselves. That's the hard part, because there is no easy fix for those things. And so I have a little challenge for you today. This is Mental Health Challenge Day 1. It's easy. It's something that I have found pretty fun, and I'm just letting you know about it as a way to kind of get back in touch with yourself, get to know yourself again. I feel like during COVID, I really did kind of lose myself. And so this is just something that I thought of, and it helped me on the day I did it. So what I want you to do is just open up a new page in your bullet journal. If you don't have a bullet journal, just get out a notebook. And I want you to put a square, and not a little tiny square. Make a big, bold square. And I noticed that part of the whole COVID zombie is this withdrawal and this odd fear that I hadn't had before. And I lost some part of the boldness that I had. And not that I was, an overly bold person to start out with, but I lost some of that security, some of that confidence that I had. So I want you to make a square and then pick a color. I'm just using colored pencils and markers. You can use a plain old pencil. You can make your square out of washi tape. It doesn't matter. Make a big old square. And then I want you to pick your favorite number. Now, don't go saying, I don't have a favorite number. Just pick one then. And it needs to be not a huge number. So let's say a number between 1 and 20, because we want to use just one page of our bullet journal. And if you pick a number that's too high, you're going to run out of space. So maybe even between 1 and 15. I don't know. Pick a number. If you don't have a favorite, oh well. And write it big. Write it big and bold right in your square. My favorite number is 5. Not exactly sure why. It just has always been my favorite number as long as I can remember. And then I want you to bullet point 5 or whatever number you've picked. I'm going to write 5 things that I like. Now, don't overthink this. And you like your kids, you like your husband, your mom and dad, whatever. This isn't people. These are just things. And these aren't the 5 things you like the most. Just pick 5 things. Don't make this too hard. And so I'm going to share with you my 5, and then I'd like to invite you to join our Facebook group. It's called Coming Home. And if you go to Coming Home on Facebook, there you'll answer 3 or 4 questions, and then I'll see you, admit you into the group, so it won't be instantaneous. You'll have to give me a day or so, admit you into the group. And will you share your 5 things in our Facebook group? I would love that. And so I'm going to share my 5 things right now. One thing I love is rocks. I have a pretty great rock collection, and I'll film it and even put some video in here. I don't know why it is, but I am fascinated with rocks. My kids tease me to death because if we go to the farmer's market or we go to a new town and I see a rock shop, we have to stop. And I have some pretty amazing rocks because of that. I love rocks. It's just one of my favorite things. Another thing that I love is old trucks. So I'm going to add that to my list. I like those old trucks. They're probably from the 60s, and they kind of have the curvy bed like this, and I'm just going to draw a picture here. As you see, it's not good. Okay, I'm just going to do it quick. I like old trucks. I'm drawing a picture of it. Look, here's a picture of a rock. Okay. The next thing I want to put on my list of things I love is rain. I can't even tell you how much I like rain. And we have moved, and we are not in an area that gets much rain. And I miss that. I really, truly miss the rain. I want my truck to be red. I'm just going to come color in my red truck. You see how I'm doing this real quick? I'm not going to overthink this. Okay, and so I love the sound of rain. I love the feel of rain. I love how rain looks. I love to be in the rain. Just love it. Okay, another thing I really love, this is going to take me a little bit longer to write, is the periodic table of elements. I just love that from chemistry days, that you look at that table, and it's got oxygen and hydrogen and gold and molybdenum and all kinds of things with wacky names, californium and titanium, and just amazing things. I love that. I love chemistry. I loved teaching that when I was a teacher. I just think it's so organized and clever and fabulous. And I like it, so I'm putting it on my list. The last thing I'm going to put on my list of things I like is miniature things. I just like things that are tiny, and I brought a couple to show you. So Anne and I have been working on getting her miniature kitchen set up so she can do miniature cooking for real. And so we got these little tiny bottles at the craft store and labeled them. So these are her salt and pepper. And then look at this little tiny tray that we found at a craft store. I just think it's so cute. I just love miniature things. And that's it. And so I am going to title this Things I Like. Now, these aren't the most important things I like. These aren't, my top 5 things I like. No, I'm just putting out there things I like that make me happy. And so I picked the number 5. I did 5 things. I'm also going to put the date on this. I think I'm going to date it up here. And actually our date today is May, I think it's 10th. Oh, the 10th of May. I have to tell you about the 10th of May. I didn't even realize this. Okay, this is a thing about mental health too. Find things that are fun, that make you happy. The 10th of May was the day the Golden Spike was driven. And there's a song that is, it happened on the 10th of May in 1869. There's a whole big song. And I need to remember to call my sister and leave a message and sing it, because I do that every year. Those are the things that bring me back to myself. Those are the things I want you to find today. Don't make this some big, heavy something. just start noticing, start writing down the things you like. And this isn't a big deal. Just get a little bit in touch with yourself. And it's interesting that this is a 10th of May thing, because that is kind of a big day. It's a day I always sing that song. So you find those things, those little things that are unique to you, that you've done for a long time, that you enjoy, and kind of focus on those. Let your mind go to those for a time, where we have so much opportunity for our minds to go to hurt and trouble. Please go to happy today. Just something to help you see yourself again. And so that's our mental health challenge for today. And just as a heads up, I'm going to be doing these frequently every day. I'm going to try to do one of these, except maybe not on the weekends. We'll see. I don't know. And so if you look at my videos on my channel, my crafts have a pink border. All of my Christmas crafts have a green border. The organization ones have kind of a teal. The beekeeping is yellow. The mental health I'm going to put in the same color as my life lessons learned, because I think this is important for life. So they're going to be just blue. And so look for my daily mental health challenge, and please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.